Morning folks, how are you today? It is Tuesday, my day off. Usually don't take very many days off this time of the year because I like to run the truck and make the most out of the weather not being so warm to where summertime I can take days off and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyways, I can do what I want. But just try to maximize what I can. That way when the weather's nice, I can do more shit around the house because that's what I do. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to work on the white truck. I got to make a parts run. I know that much right now because I need to get those battery cables like I had said. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what I'm going to do, show you around a little bit, some of the things, and probably cut you out because I'm going to need to make a run and then I'll come back and show you. We'll try to get this thing fired up so we can move it because it needs moved. So here is what I'm talking about. On these battery cables, they are all ate up, and you see that right there where that cable's just sticking out and all roached. There's got to be a short somewhere on this starter that is causing some issues. So I'm gonna try to get this cab jacked up so I got more access to this, but if not, I can still get to it pretty easy. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. So, but this is that terminal I was talking about that just melted off almost. Let me get this out of the way here. Hold on a second. I know you don't care about that. Get you out of the way. And it's super windy today. It's supposed to be at least, so I don't know how much sound you're gonna hear, and I'd try to eliminate some of that. But this is the stuff I'm talking about here. I'm gonna have to pick one of these up because that bad boy just melted right off, and that is not good. So there's got to be something going on here that I've got to figure out. I should still be able to reuse this once we get this connected and swapped out, but obviously you can see right here that is an issue, and so is that right there. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'll try crank on it. This should have enough juice to where the batteries, I had them charged up, but you know, cranking on something like this after a set all winter, they died kind of quick. Hopefully I don't need to replace anything for the batteries or charge them up. Hopefully I'll be able to just throw a charge on it if I need to and just crank that bad boy over, fire up, and just get it moved to where I need to get it moved to so I can start tearing it down and doing whatever I want to in the section that is over here that I am going to probably leave it sit and be working on it for a hot ass minute because it's going to need some work. Right there, also known as wash bay 2. It's currently sitting in wash bay 1, and you can see that wash bay 1, when I had the new drainage system put in, I could not move the truck. That's when I started having the problems trying to start it. It was a little bit cold that day, but I think I ran this thing down the road when I did get it started a couple months ago, month ago, whatever. And I think that's when the problem caused, because it was rough. It was very rough. The bags, there's a hole in the bag and it just didn't lift. So just beating around in those battery cables, you know, that stuff coming off, stuck there, and I couldn't get it to move, couldn't get it to fire up, and that's just been my problem. And I just haven't had the time to mess with it since, but now is the time. So I need to get that moved so I can get some of this new drainage system installed and slid over there. That way we've got the drainage all over, so when we are in wash bay 1 we can get that stuff to drain off, and we ain't create no mud because we don't like our stuff muddy. So that's what I'm going to do real quick so I can see what's going on. So I will get back with you later. So for now, we will see ya. Howdy folks, I got the battery cables changed out. I'm going to jump in the truck. I've already turned the key to see if I had power, and I do. I'm gonna try to start this thing up real quick and see if I can do it without having to put any ether in it. So we're gonna try and crank it over real quick and see what happens. So here we go. Well, as you can see, it's not cranking. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'm going to, I don't know if it's not getting fuel or what. Maybe those lines are clogged. They're kind of old. So who knows how long that fuel's been in there. So I'm going to tinker around with this thing a little bit more and see if I can get, if I've got fuel going to the motor. And we'll check back in with you a little bit later. So we'll see ya. Sorry about that, but so what I've got going on is there was no diesel fuel in the passenger side tank, and that is where the fuel pump is on these Detroits, and this is my first time messing with one of those, so I did not realize that. So there was no fuel, so I transferred some over. I've got the battery charger on the truck right now because you could hear that thing starting to die out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back in the truck and see if I can get that thing to fire up, because I really want that moved today. I don't want to tinker with it too much more. So I'm gonna jump in there and see if I can get that thing to fire up real quick. I'll let it idle, build enough air pressure to where I can release the brakes to move it, and I'll have to start the other chalk up. And I transferred probably about 10 to 15 gallons over, so it should be plenty, I'm hoping. So we will see what's gonna happen here. Can of laughing gas is empty, so I'm going to see if I got another one real quick. I'm pretty sure I do. And I do, so we'll see here. Well, that's that. I've got that battery charger on there. Obviously, it's not going to go right now, so I'm going to have to let those batteries charge up for a little bit and see what happens. So I guess we'll get back with you later. Keep tinkering around with this thing, let those things charge up for a little bit, so we can get that thing moved, because it needs to be moved today. All right, we'll see ya.